takes your mind again. Exile, it takes your mind.
About Exile Vilify for Portal 2, written by The National. So I think you have to go back a couple steps here and first look at, Portal 1. It's an unknown game. We're working on it, and Eric and Kim discovered Jonathan Colton, and they really want him to do the song. And I get dragged into this meeting with Gabe, where they're just like, Eric's like, I'll buy the song myself if it fails. If it's the worst thing, I'll pay for everything. I will like he's just so wanting Jonathan Colton because Eric's really good at understanding like that feeling, like everything that needs there, and we're all laughing because he's getting really wound up. And Gabe's whole thing is like, I don't like, that's fine. We'll pay for it. It's a modest amount of money. The bigger thing that Gabe cared about was, will you pull it if it's bad? If it's hurting the game, will you remove it? And so once Eric agreed to that, Gabe agreed. So, okay, game comes out, a little white thing. Game becomes a big hit. Song becomes a big hit. And okay, so we're going to do a song for Portal 2, get Jonathan Colton back to do the end song. But we thought it'd be funny, is much like in Portal 1, when people thought they got to the end of the, like where they went into the fire and they thought that was the end of the game. Let's do something like that again, but let's lean into it. Let's get a really serious, deep, just sad song. We're kind of thinking of like, who can do a really good, deep, serious, sad song? And well, I'm a big fan of The National. Was before this, and so I think I mentioned The National, or maybe Jason Holtman did. Then we pulled up some songs for them. I remember playing Green Gloves for people. And everyone's like, yeah, that'd be really good. That'd be really good. But they're too big for us. But they had not quite gotten out of their trajectory yet. So we could get them. And so we reached out to them. Bug Music was their manager. Hey, friends over there, I think aren't there anymore. But yeah, the whole thing is everyone was super nice to work with there. So as things go, I started working with them on the song because Jay and Eric were too busy. And so game comes out, or game's about to come out, and we realize we're going to cut that scene. We're going to cut that scene of the fake death. So where we're going to put it? Well, we got this Ratman guy in the radio, and it kind of fits that. And so we kind of retrofitted it a little bit. And so then that gets it into the game. We get it out. By that point, their trajectory is just taking off, right? High Violet is knocking it out of the park. And so we did the contest with them where we let you do a music video to their song. And it was funny is we just said, hey, you can do whatever. And Jay, I remember it was Jay Pinkerton made a joke about a sock puppet. Well, the sock puppet won. Because it's really good. It's really moody. Look, it's really funny because it's really moody. And there's like, oh, the guy was so good at it. I think it was like Irish Islands he was walking around. But people actually got mad because there's like we got so many entries. And some of them were like, they put a lot of work into them. They did a lot of things. Not to say that guy didn't. But they did traditional VFX kind of work. And so I actually wrote a system so that everybody at Valve, you could just choose to see like 5 videos. And then you would just vote up, down, up, down, up, down. And we just kept doing that and like cycling it through. I forgot to tell some people that we had already verified that these all had the song in them. And you didn't have to verify that. So some people... I just listened to that song like hundreds of times, and they hate it now because of that, and I feel bad because I like that song. But so that's how it happened, and then we internally voted, and the sock puppet won. And one of the ones that had a lot of animation work done into it was number 2. And some people internally were like, "Man, number 2, we feel bad to like picking the sock puppet." And then I went to the National and I asked, I'm like, hey, which one do you guys like out of like these 3? I think the top 3. And they were overwhelmingly the sock puppet one is so good because it's just so good. It's just so good. And so, yeah, there you go. And then a little weird later thing. At one point, Valve, we were doing bonuses and Gabe just sent out a company-wide email and said that I'm not going to get my bonus because I got my National song. He's kind of right. I got my bonus too, though. It's okay.